Loki as Keyboy deals with Skies and the Primal Rat and CW. And Albert looking for a play again onto Yums. That's going to be an onward and an Earth Shatter combo. Yeah, they go for the diversion now, but Albert is going to be taking down the Frigid Glacier as well as the onward from Keyboy gets into the Frigid Glacier. Yums will be taken down by that sky-piercing damage of CW as the Primal Rat gets used up by Keyboy. Now trying to deal some damage on the Gorgeous and the Tornado part. Now it's going to be Stormy with the flicker forward, catching CW with the Frigid Glacier, and Skies looks for it, but now Skies now with a wild charge through. It's going to be Sans and CW locked down, but Sans get a bit of that damage. The Spear of Destruction connects, and Calvin will be taken now. Lippy still roasting him in the back as Albert gets slain. Onward and Earth Shatter right into the Frigid Glacier. They're all going to be baited in. CW now in the back. It's going to be Sans who gets taken down by Loliel. CW gets some damage down, but Winter Nature will be able to save him, and Loliel gets the outplay onto CW. All right. Seems we're just going to jump straight into game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia takes on Malaysia.
For both teams, they're taking this very, very slow. They don't want to be the first main aggressor to get punished. But here now, the big value from Indonesia really shows the fact that their jungler is a fighter that can't be zoned as easily. But look at this, Stormy.
Stormy goes up for stun. Good purify from Sans. Getting out of it now as Yums cannot go for the wild charge. Not just yet. Is still level 3. Hovering over, but finally gets level 4 as Keyboy now looks for a wild charge and a flicker combo into the back with the penalty zone as well. And lock Lippy down. But Keyboy does the same with the Earth Shatter and the onward as that's going to be the Praiser's Wrap. But Gorgeous wins out the retry battle. It's not the jungler. It's the XP laner. Gorgeous though will fall and Yums will be forced back. It's a 1-for-1 trade and Keyboy wants to make it 2-for-1. But in the end, it's a win for Team Malaysia early. Yeah, forced to recall now as Lippy gets so much more space to pick up the turret shield. And he'll actually just be going for both. He's letting the minion waves go for the turret shield, getting him down. Now in the mid lane, it's going to be Keyboy frozen up, and that should be the kill for Skies as he's able to deal with Keyboy just through that stun. And also a Spear of Destruction that's going to be used up just for the damage. He won't teleport there, and he'll just stay in lane. Okay, set up for the second turtle now. Lippy doing the same thing he's been doing to Gorgeous up top, just roasting him down. But Skies is rotating up top, trying to deal with the Faraga armor. Actually jumps in as the War Axe gets completed by Gorgeous. Keyboy with Earth Shatter, going to zone Stormy away from this turtle. But look at the barrier there placed down. Albert won't be able to take full aggro on it. Gorgeous gets taunted up, goes in for the penalty zone, connects onto Lippy. Their retreat battle, and it's not going to be any of the junglers winning it out. Look at this. Look at the damage coming from Stormy and the CC, as that's going to be him taken down. But Stormy now running away with the passive. Gorgeous flickering forward to find Lippy as Keyboy deals with Skies and the Primal Rat, and CW rotates from the bottom lane, but will give out so much more prio in the bot towards Loliel. Spear of Destruction connecting on the CW as Yums gets taken very low, but is still able to survive, and Loliel decides to go in. That's a stun on the CW, and now with the Lycan bounce, they're able to get the kill. CW forced back, and Sans is able to get a few more of these trades on, but in the end, it's an all-out win for Malaysia.
What a great play for Malaysia there. They were able to focus down the targets even more efficiently than Indonesia and still get the global presence play. And look at that though, fight still breaking out all over the place. Loliel coming in with the Spear of Destruction earlier was just an absolute win. He knows his team was still in the fight, was still having the advantage. He joins in and just shuts down CW in that fight as well. And just off screen there, Yums was able to find yet another kill. So it was the turtle taken away, it was the bottom tower taken as well. Malaysia here is pushing on the pace on Indonesia. I think it's just a great play by them to just use the early game power spike. You can see a Sky Piercer completed for Skies as well on the Roger. So a bit of that execute threat for the members of Indonesia. And as we mentioned, Gorgeous with the War Axe, he was already doing so much damage, being so tanky early on. And right there, steal attempt as Albert tries to retaliate.
Good wild charge to escape. Albert now jumping forward. That's Razor's Wrath dealing a whole lot of damage to Stormy, but he gets frozen down. Penalty zone to lock them down, not really giving Indonesia a chance to take Stormy out. Meanwhile, all in the top lane, you can see Loliel just dealing with the minion waves, now shoving in Albert, looking for a play again onto Yums. That's going to be an onward and an Earth Shatter combo to take him out, and Indonesia finally get a trade that's worthwhile, but it's not going to be worthwhile for long. That's a turret traded up top for the kill on the roamer.
This is just Malaysia using this macro plan so well. The fact that they can send a gold laner to just keep farming again and again and join these fights from so far away is giving them so much more space. And as a result, you can see that Indonesia, they do have damage, but they're struggling to lock down and find pickups, because even the roamer that's supposed to open up the map for the side of Malaysia, it's a grok that's just so difficult to really lock down. Diversion though from Indonesia, can it pay off?
Yeah, straight into the bottom lane they go. They tried to just get that position, and they will be able to get that over Malaysia. They set up for the turtle again. That's going to be an onward. And the Earth Shatter locking Yums down as Lutpi deals with that damage. Oh my god, the dispersion and the rotation almost takes Yums down. Lutpi will be able to burn him down to the ground. And that should be a free turtle over to Indonesia. As Malaysia just look to trade on the other side of the map. Moscow still just farming. And so far, no turrets have been taken down by Indonesia. It's still an equal game based on gold, but Malaysia definitely have much more of an advantage coming into the 9th minute of the game. Albert dashing forward, catching Stormy now with the taunt as well. Keyboy going to be able to isolate him with the onward, and the Earth Shatter is timed to perfection. Just to that passive, as now Stormy has been picked off. Yums in the mid lane, tries to walk up, and now gets dispersed, rotated as well, forced to flicker out, and now they're looking to go for this turret in the mid lane. Penalty zone, lock them down, diversion to escape once again, and Indonesia only one member decides to take it, and it's Keyboy to go and take and those resources, those minion waves that have been shoved in by Lolio in the bottom lane.
Great play from Malaysia there. Just going for these flanks, knowing that they have control. That is what Indonesia ironically need to do as well. When they're able to locate Stormy in the middle of those fights, I think they have to try and do that, unless they want to just go for a fight and allow Stormy to just keep pumping out this damage. That's the mage presence we've been talking about just earlier. With the Lord spawning though, we already talked about the damage, the extra damage that it does now. You can see that Indonesia are very calm about this though. Still going around, still waiting around because they know they have a diversion play available. Take a look at the items. Queen's Wings rush for Lutpi to try and be a bit more relevant, but Albert gets jumped on.
Yeah, they go for the diversion now, but Albert is going to be taken down. The Frigid Glacier as well as the onward from Keyboy gets into the Frigid Glacier. Yums will be taken down by that sky-piercing damage of CW as the Primal Wrath gets used up by Keyboy. Now trying to steal some damage on the Gorgeous, and the Torn Apart Memory gets rid of him. That's going to be a stun on the skies, but now with the Lycan Pounce, CW will be shut down as Keyboy flickers forward, but is unable to find anyone, and now uses the onward just to disengage. It's a 2 for 2, but it's in favor of Malaysia. Both or all three of their damage dealers are still alive.
So, whew.
No, he gets out with the flicker. Almost taken out. Yeah, Lolio is definitely pushing the pace now. And I think at the 11th minute, he already has his power spike as they go straight for the Lord now. Indonesia, they need to try to contest this right now. The goal lead is still 50-50. Stormy, oh, Frigid Glacier gonna be baited out. And that's gonna be the knockup from the Lord, revealing Yums. Keyboy with the Earth Shatter. Not really gonna be using flicker. Wild charge into the back, catching Albert to stop any sort of retreat play from happening. Keyboy with the onward and the Earth Shatter. And Calvin Winata, CW, will be able to pick Gorgeous up. It's a 1-for-1, a kill for a Lord.
In the two fights, the fight before the Lord was taken there, Keyboy on the Edith now is doing quite a significant amount of damage. So you can see Lolly early getting dueled by him. They have to be a bit more careful on the positioning and who takes what damage. But look at this wall charge.
Good wall charge to catch CW, and a diversion does get them up top now as the Spirit of Destruction is in the bottom lane. Lolio will be able to rotate over, but look at that. Keyboy gets isolated completely from the team. The team has basically left him all alone in the bottom lane, and it's going to be Malaysia with the capitalization. Lutpi still kiting away from this Lord as Sans deals some damage back on the Lord. Ooh. And now it's going to be Stormy with the flicker forward, catching CW with the Frigid Glacier, and Skies looks for it, but now Skies will be outplayed with a stun by CW as he buys the Rose Gold Meteor, and Indonesia will still be able to defend. Not even a tier 2 in the mid lane falling just yet.
That was a respectable outplay attempt though by diversion. Now going on to Lolio.
Going for the fight again. Penalty zone catching 2, and CW is going to be compromised. Now with a wild charge 2, it's going to be Sans and CW locked down, but Sans get a bit of that damage. The Spirit of Destruction connects, and Calvin Winata will be taken now. Lutpi still roasting them in the back as Albert gets slain. Lolio is going crazy with a double kill now as he's looking for Lutpi. One more Abyss Walker to the front, but now the last Insanity gets rid of Gorgeous and Yums to claim another few kills for Indonesia. But still, it looks like it's a win for Malaysia.
Considering that the Lord is just up right here, I think Indonesia technically has a bit more value to be taken, unless they can't really get forced to go for the Lord because of the macro play. The bottom wave getting pushed out. Diversion is available for Suns to bring CW into the fight, but we'll have to see how Indonesia wants to play this.
Okay, Lutpi in the front trying to zone them away now on that X-Borg as Sans gets the conceal of Keyboy. to go back into the mid lane to clear this wave, and he will be able to do so. Athena's shield now bought up by Keyboy, so a little bit more sustainable in the skirmish. As Albert, you can see that the Lord Dance is, not as good as it was before, as the Lord takes so much of your HP away. Albert is down to a quarter of his HP, and now it's Loki who's trying to take the turtle, or the Lord aggro. And again, so much damage already outputted by the Lord. This new change is definitely changing a few, dynamics in the game. The Lord Dance is so much harder to do. Oh, Keyboy, onward, and Earth Shatter right into the Frigid Glacier. They're all going to be baited into CW. Now in the back, it's going to be Sans who gets taken down by Loliel. CW gets some damage down, but Wooden Nature will be able to save him, and Loliel gets the outplay onto CW. Look piece next to the chopping block. The Spear of Destruction connects, and Loliel teleports behind him. The Faraga armor still ready. He will use it to just clear up the wave in the mid lane, but he will not be able to do so. One more cannon minion. They might be able to utilize all of this to go for the game end in game number 1. Just one cannon minion, one more hit to the cannon minion, but it'll be enough for Team Malaysia to secure game number 1.